Yes, that's mine, the red presentation there. I'm just going to kind of run through it and talk a little bit about what the dental therapists are doing up in Alaska and how we've helped improve our access to care and how we hope you can too with the mid-level dental provider. I think our populations are very similar, even though some of our geographics are different. So I'm just going to run through the presentation and I'll call out some page numbers of things that I want to point out specifically. So I was with the first group of students, and we were sent to New Zealand to study in 2003 and 2004. So I've been practicing back in Alaska for about 9 years now, and we did a 2-year program in New Zealand that's a post-high school program, and that's the model that we're now teaching in Alaska. And Minnesota is teaching and turning out dental therapists also, and they have a couple of different models, and they're different than ours, but they're a lot of similarities also. So on the bottom of page 3, I'll just run through our scope of practice real quick. We are able to diagnose and do treatment planning. We're really focused on prevention. We do basic hygiene. We can take radiographs. We do restorative, which is all types of fillings, urgent care. We do extractions, all types of extractions, everything on the primary dentition or baby teeth. And on permanent teeth, we do simple extractions. We do community projects, school-based projects. We actually can maintain and repair our own equipment. And we see patients of all ages, and we are supervised and always connected to a dentist, and we're part of the dental team. I'm just going to skip over a little bit on the next couple of pages. And then I wanted to point out on page 6 at the bottom picture there, this is a real common thing that we see, unfortunately, in our state. This is an 18-month-old child that just almost has full mouth decay, and we just see this too often, and we have to refer patients to the OR under general anesthesia, and then we do their follow-up care and work with the family and the patient on prevention. And our vision is really that the OR treatment is no longer seen as the norm, and that we can teach people to raise children to be cavity-free. And then the next page on 7, both of these pictures I think are real important if you'll take a look there sometime. This is just showing me using our telemedicine, and that's how I communicate with our dentist when I'm off-site. So I'm just taking an intraoral picture there of the patient so the dentist can see exactly what I'm seeing. And then the bottom picture is I'm just communicating with digital radiography. So again, when I'm talking to my supervising dentist, they can see the same image that I'm seeing when I have a question. So we're in contact with them all the time. I know that's been a big concern. So on the next page, I'm just talking about how kids would tell me every day that they weren't brushing their teeth. I mean, our kids have lots of issues in their homes, and brushing their teeth isn't always something that gets done. So we made a decision that we were going to go to the school every day and brush teeth, and that's just what we did. So we're really involved in our school and in the community. But at the school, we are doing a toothbrushing program every day with oral hygiene instructions. Not all of our areas have fluoridation, so sometimes we give out fluoride tablets. And we do work with the communities to get our areas fluoridated that don't have fluoride. But we just built rapport with the students and with our patients and promote oral hygiene. We eat lunch with the kids, we play games, we're involved in award ceremonies, and just involved in the school and in the community in many ways. Let's see, there's just some great pictures of our kiddos there. And you may have guessed I'm not really from Alaska originally. I'm from the South. And my husband of 20 years is a native Eskimo, so that's how I'm connected to our community there. We started a prevention program and a no cavities club. Like I said, we're in the classroom a lot doing presentations. On page 13, there's a great shot of my dental assistant just talking to the kiddos. And I wanted to just reiterate that all of us that practice do basically that we do all the same scope of practice, but our community projects and our school programs may differ some. We just decide, what our communities need, and then we work from there. So I also started a No Cavities Club parenting group for parents to be, parents and grandparents to attend, kind of like a support group for them to learn how to raise their children to be cavity-free and to get information from each other that way. And then on the bottom of page 15 is our next graduating class, and we have 5 students that will be graduating next May and 6 students that are in their first year. So we're turning out more dental therapists because it's just been so successful in our state. And on the back of, on page 16 there at the top, there's a great picture of the American Academy of Dental Therapy. We have an annual meeting, and that's last year's picture. And for the first time, it had the Alaska therapist and the Minnesota therapist. So it's pretty exciting that we've expanded to another state and that they were also able to see that the dental therapist could be a solution in their communities as well. So, like I said, I've been practicing for 9 years, and we're safe, we're competent. There hasn't been any issues. We're in communication with our dentist all the time, and I just don't see any reason why you wouldn't want to move forward with it. It's been very successful, and I'm glad I could share with you. Thank you.